For more insight, I'm now joined by Leland Vittert, NewsNation's chief Washington anchor and host of Unbalanced with Leland Vittert. Leland, thanks for joining me live from Las Vegas this morning. Put this, Sinwar's death into context for us. Is this like cutting the head off the snake? And where does this get Israel in the war?
Well, we've learned that the Iranian terror groups are a little bit like the Hydra. That was the figure in Greek mythology that was a snake, but when you chop the head off, 7 more grew in its place. And that's because the funding and the radicalization of these groups and the direction of them comes from Iran. They're not organic inside of Gaza or inside of Lebanon. So yes, this is a huge success for Israel. We're learning it was an accidental success. They didn't realize who this squad of infantry had taken out for a day. And then they went and they inspected the body of some terrorists that they had attacked and realized who it was. So is it significant in the war? Yes. Is this something that all of a sudden is going to get Hamas to capitulate in the way that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris need/want or want/need? Not unless Iran gets behind or pulls the strings, if you will, and tells Hamas, okay, you need to fall on your sword so we can give Kamala Harris a win so that she can beat Donald Trump and you don't have Trump taking on Iran a year from now or 6 months or 3 months from now. That's the only way that this really is a dynamic change in the Middle East.
Yeah. Let me play a bit of sound for you because Netanyahu said this about the future of Israel's war in Gaza.
Today, the mastermind of this day of sheer evil is no more. Yahya Sinwar is dead. While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, Leland, you spent years on the ground in the Middle East covering conflicts like this one. Do you see this as the beginning of the end? And what are your sources telling you about these comments?
I'm always interested when Benjamin Netanyahu speaks in English because he's one of the very few foreign leaders who realizes a huge part of his constituency is in the United States. And he's playing in that to an American crowd. He's very, very gifted at it. So he is trying to explain to the U.S. crowd why this isn't the end, right? He loves Churchill, so that's quoting a little bit or paraphrasing Churchill. The whole idea here is for Benjamin Netanyahu to justify telling Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to keep flying the kite that he's been telling them to fly for the past 9 months. Remember, it was both Biden and Harris who demanded Israel not go into Rafah, which is in southern Gaza, and that's where they found Sinwar. So the positioning by Netanyahu and the positioning by Hamas/Iran makes a lot of sense. Things are going to continue, right? Because just inertia is the way things continue in the world, unless somehow the calculus, not in Gaza, not in Jerusalem, not in Washington, but in Tehran changes.
And Leland, you and I were on just earlier this week talking about the fact that U.S. troops have started to arrive in Israel. They've come to man that THAAD battery system to help protect the country from Iran, its other proxies. What does this death mean, for those American military troops there? Are they at greater risk now, you think?
It's a great question. They were sent to defend Israel from an attack by Iran. We're still waiting for Israel's counterstrike on Iran from the 190 or 200 ballistic missiles a couple of weeks ago. What I think you're seeing, Markie, is a much more dangerous world that continues to evolve. We had George Will on the program last night, who wrote a phenomenal piece in the Washington Post about how World War III has really already started. You just do a quick tour. China and Taiwan. China now encircling Taiwan in military drills, by far the most aggressive they've ever been. China wants to reunify Taiwan. They promised to do it by force. The next commander-in-chief is going to have to deal with that. North Korea sending 10,000 troops to Ukraine to fight on behalf of Russia. That's escalating, not de-escalating. Again, something the next president of the United States is going to have to deal with. And then there is Iran, right? Yeah. Over Wednesday night, Tuesday night, the U.S. sent B-2 bombers all the way from Missouri to bomb some Iranian militia weapons stores in Yemen. The world is sort of spiraling a little bit. And as you point out, you've got American troops in Israel, about 100, and then you have 25,000 or 30,000 in the region, all of whom are going to be in harm's way, and all of whom Iran views as fair game. So
thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.